Hello everyone and welcome to Cookbook Chronicles. Today we are going to continue with our The Wok series, but we are going to make beef chow fun. I just wanted to put a warning that the video does start off with raw meat being processed for the dish. So if you're sensitive to that type of content, please fast forward for about 2 minutes. Now let's get into the history of beef chow fun. Beef chow fun is a hallmark of Cantonese cuisine and a dish deeply tied to the bustling streets of Dai Pai Dongs, which are the open-air markets of southern China. The dish consists primarily of wide, flat rice noodles called Chow Fun, stir-fried with tender pieces of marinated beef, soy sauce, and vegetables like bean sprouts, onions, scallions. I decided to add some peppers to mine because I had these really delicious in-season Jimmy Nardello peppers, so I went ahead and used those in this recipe. The dish emerged during the early 20th century in Guangdong, particularly in Hong Kong. It gained popularity due to its simplicity, affordability, and ability to deliver complex flavors with minimal ingredients. The essence of beef chow fun lies in mastering wok hei, or breath of the wok, which is a charred, smoky flavor created by cooking food in a wok at very high heat, allowing the noodles to caramelize slightly without sticking to the pan. This technique is central to Cantonese stir fries and gives beef chow fun its distinctive aroma and taste. Over the years, the dish traveled abroad, becoming a staple in Cantonese restaurants around the world. In regions with large Chinese immigrant communities, it became a beloved takeout favorite, often seen as a benchmark for assessing the quality of a Cantonese restaurant. Within the wok, Kenji Lopez-Alt approaches beef chow fun in the same way he tackles most classic dishes, by demystifying the process and making it approachable for home cooks without sacrificing its authenticity. Being in a kitchen that has coil burners or an electric burner, wok hei at home is very difficult to achieve. However, Kenji goes and shows us a way to get that wok hei flavor so you don't sacrifice on the flavor of this traditional Cantonese dish. What you've been watching thus far is me tenderizing the beef. So Kenji provides tips on marinating the beef in a mixture of cornstarch, soy sauce, and baking soda to achieve a silky, tender texture that you'll find in restaurants. This process is called velveting. You may have seen it in my previous videos with chicken. Now I'm doing it with beef. And this is essential for achieving the tender beef strips that balance perfectly with the chewy noodles. What you see now is Kenji Lopez-Alt's really simple and basic stir-fry sauce for beef chow fun. Just 3 ingredients: Shaoxing wine, light soy, dark soy. That's all you need. And it just creates a beautiful balance. And it imparts a saltiness and a depth of umami for the dish. He recommends adjusting the seasoning based on the quality of the ingredients and highlights the importance of not over-saucing the noodles to prevent them from becoming too wet. As you continue to watch, I am placing all my stir-fry ingredients on my cutting board. This way you can kind of see them in their entirety. Now, for those that don't have a wok, it's okay to use a cast iron skillet. It will help and it'll do roughly the same thing. Also, be sure to preheat your skillet or your wok, whatever you're using to create the beef chow fun. Preheat your pan. This way it's ripping hot. And again, I'm using an electric burner, so I need to go in smaller batches every time I use a wok. Otherwise, my pan's just gonna go cold instantly right as I throw in my ingredients. Also, what you see now is my little side dish of Chinese broccoli. I'm giving it a little bit of the wok hei treatment using a butane blowtorch, which is one of Kenji's tips and tricks to get that wok flavor when I can't necessarily get that high of a heat or a flame touching or kissing, if you will, my wok. I can't stress this enough, and nor can Kenji. Make sure your pan is very hot and cook in small batches. By stir frying the beef, the noodles, and the vegetables separately, this ensures that each component cooks evenly and it will retain its texture, and you'll be able to get that nice hard sear that you want with all stir fries. One thing I will say is that I've learned a lot by cooking on this electric stove of mine. It's difficult. It's not easy. The temperature control is very difficult. My pan or my wok has become unseasoned a couple times throughout the process of me cooking it. So I'll actually take it to work, re-season it there. This way I don't smoke out my house. It's been tough. So I've been slowly but surely getting better at doing smaller and smaller batches of food in my wok at a time. But again, it's so easy to overcrowd this wok. But just like cooking every day, you're learning something new and it's exciting, it's fun. That's why I enjoy making these videos for you. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, leave a comment, feedback, anything. I don't mind the criticism. It's gonna make me better, and hopefully it'll make these videos better. As the video continues, you'll see me stir frying each individual vegetable. I overcrowd it just a tiny bit towards the end, but one thing that you should do as well when you're making beef chow fun is read the directions on your rice noodles. The ones that I had were fresh, but they got a little dry because they were out for a couple hours, so I had to rehydrate them in a little bit of water. So you'll notice that as the video goes on as well. Overall, in the wok, Kenji does an amazing job of honoring the dish's origins while offering practical tips to make it accessible in a home kitchen. He simplifies the process without losing sight of traditional technique that makes this Cantonese classic so special. Whether it's by modifying a heat source, breaking down steps for the home cook, or adjusting the seasoning balance, his take ensures that anyone can recreate a flavorful, satisfying beef chow fun. I hope that this video has shown that you could do it at home on an electric burner and use a butane torch to give it that delicious classic wok flavor. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you try this at home. I know I will be making this again and again. The next recipe from the wok that I'll be doing is definitely going to be a fried rice. Not sure which one. You'll just have to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and see what comes next. Thank you.